Hello stampers and crafters, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to cover a notebook of any size. We're specifically going to be making this one here, but I also made this one, but you can make a notebook of any size, and I'm going to show you how. If you want to see exactly how, please keep watching. To start our notebook, we're going to need a few things. First, you're going to need a notebook. This is just a blank pad that I got on Amazon. I will link it in the description of the video. You're also going to need a ruler of some sort, a piece of designer series paper or cardstock, and a paper trimmer to cut your paper and cardstock. So first, I'm going to show you how we're going to measure our notebook and get our dimensions for how we're going to cut our designer series paper or our cardstock. So this is why it can be any size. So you're going to measure your notebook. First, you're going to measure the width. Mine is 4 inches. So I'm going to put W 4 inches by 6 inches. So I'm going to put length is 6 inches. And then you want the depth. You want how thick your notebook is. So mine is about a ½ inch. Now for this part, you want to round up a little bit. So mine's just under, it's like at that 1/16 of an inch. I'm going to say it's a ½ of an inch. I'm going to put depth is a ½ of an inch. Now what you want to do is a little bit, not math, adding, because I don't do math. So my width is 4 inches. You want to keep that the same because I want that to be like flush with the notebook. For the length, I am going to add a little bit. So it's 6 inches. I want to add about an inch to the back plus that half for the thickness of your notebook. So my length is 6 plus 1 for the back because I want it to come over a little bit. Now, if you wanted to cover this whole thing, you would add the length again and make it 12. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to leave a little flap that I can glue to it. So it's plus 1 is 7, plus a half is 7.5. So these right here equal 7.5. Now I'm going to cut cardstock, I think. I was going to do designer series paper, and this is the on the go designer series paper, and I just loved it so much, and it reminds me of back to school. It's not technically back to school, but it reminds me of that. So the back side is strawberry slush. That's what I'm going to cut our measurements and show you. So I'm going to move that to the side, grab my paper trimmer. We need to pull out our arm here because we need it to be 7.5 by 4. So that means for this notebook, I can get 2 out of 1 sheet of cardstock. So look, I can do another one. And then we're not going to do score lines. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to gently wrap this around. So I want a little bit of a lip, just a little, like literally a hair. And then I'm going to lift up my notebook and kind of do that. And see, that is how you get your score line there. So I can bring back my paper trimmer if I wanted to and line up that line. Make sure my trimmer blade is up. Line up that line and gently score it, and then move that a little bit. It's probably hard to see, but you'll be able to see it on yours, and then just fold that. I think mine's a little bit off, but you get the idea. So then it just wraps over. I have a little bit of a lip so that you can lift that notebook up. And I'm going to put Seal Plus on the back. You could use tear and tape or liquid glue, whatever you have. I just kind of want a strong adhesive. And I'm also going to put it in between those score lines so it sits on there nicely. So I'm gonna sit it up. Actually, I probably want to go this way, upside down. Set it on those score lines, push, and then push the back part on. Just like that. So from here, we can now design our piece. So this piece, get my ruler back out, because I made that lip, so it's still 4 inches, but it's a little bit more than 6. So it's about 6 1/8. So because of that, we want to be conscious of that when we're doing our layering. So because it's like 6 1/8, we got 4 by 6 1/8. We want to make our designer series paper. I'm going to do a 1/4 inch. So that's going to make that 3 3/4 by 5 7/8, I think. See, this isn't math, it's counting. So we have 6 1/8. Yes, 5 7/8 would be a 1/4 inch. Not math, counting. So let's cut our paper. So I want the length of it to go this way. So I'm going to do 5 7/8 like this. And then I'm going to turn it and go 3 3/4. And you can use whatever side. I just really like the map and the camera. I know it's travel, but in the globe, it reminds me of school though. Or you could even use the strawberry slush side. You can use whatever you have on hand as well. So I'm going to grab a couple more little elements to decorate this, and then we'll put our notebook all together. I've grabbed a few supplies. We're going to do a little bit of stamping. I pulled some strawberry slush and azure afternoon ink because that is the blue in this paper. And I also grabbed the school days stamp set. We're going to be stamping the books and the apple onto this Spotlight on Nature circle. Let me show you these dies, because if you don't have these in your collection, they are awesome. I die cut using this circle here, but there are all these different circles. They're great for layering. I absolutely love these dies. So we're going to do our stamping. We're going to stamp the books in Azure Afternoon, and I think my ink pad is a little bit juicy. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to take a scrap of paper and kind of move that ink around a little. So what this does, if you're noticing bubbles on your images or it looks splotchy, you might have a juicy ink pad. So I just moved that ink around with that scrap. I'm going to ink up our stamp, and then I'm going to go into the bottom of this circle. I kind of want our apple to sit on top. Perfect. And I think the same thing for my strawberry slush. Because they're new, Stampin' Up! Likes making these super juicy. You know what? I think that might be okay. I've used it enough. They like making them super juicy, so which is good, but also not good. So I inked up the apple, and we're just going to set it on top of the books. And because this is a photopolymer stamp set, I can see right through. You could add a greeting if you wanted. This one has a couple. So if you're giving this to a teacher, you can maybe say you make a world of difference, or thank you, or congratulations if you're giving it to a grad. I'm just going to leave that blank. I do want to clean off my stamps because I don't want to mess up my project. That tends to happen to me sometimes. And this paper is on sale right now until August 31st. I think it was like $10.63 in the US. It's a really good deal. There's a lot of other things on sale. The in color sale, the 2025 to 2027 in color sale, which is what Strawberry Slush is. It's Strawberry Slush, Secret Sea, Timid Tiger, Darling Duckling, and Cloud Cover. So anything that has those colors in it is on sale right now, which is pretty cool. So I'm just going to flip this over, grab my Stampin' Seal, and just put this right on the notebook. Now, before you adhere your cardstock, you could decorate it if you were worried about messing something up. I'm okay with it, so I'm going to just go for it. I'm going to grab a couple of dimensionals. And if you would like to join my team, there's a link in the description of this video. You can add the on sale items to your starter kit. You get $125 worth of stuff for just $99 when you join my team. And then you start with a 20% discount on all your future orders. So again, the link is in the description of this video. I'm just going to grab a couple of the 2025 to 2027 in color flat pearls in the strawberry slush, and I'm using the take your pick tool. I absolutely love the take your pick tool. It's my favorite thing. Just pick up those embellishments. I'm gonna go right there with it. And that is our notebook. I want to show you another notebook I made of a different size using this exact same method of measuring. But I went a little bit bigger on the back, and I did make a little lip for it. This is only a 30 sheet notebook, but it's the same concept. Same thing here. And I think yeah, this didn't stick down quite as good as I wanted it to. There it goes. So that is it for this video. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel to see more videos from me. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.